If you want to buy an S15, make sure you watch this video first. So if you've clicked on this video, you're probably going to be buying an S15 yourself, or you might be wanting to buy one day in the future. So it's a good thing that you clicked on this video, because I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what to look out for before you get into one of these things. And I need to acknowledge that these cars aren't cheap anymore. I paid 17 grand for this car 7 years ago, and now they're going for 30, 40, or even 50 grand depending on condition and mods. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. It's a lot of money that you're throwing at a car that's over 20 years old. So it's definitely important that you keep a few things in mind before you do such a big purchase like this. So I've popped the bonnet to show you guys the S15's engine, which is the almighty SR20 DET. And this engine is arguably one of the most iconic engines in JDM car culture. Some people might disagree, but I think a lot of people out there will acknowledge that this engine definitely has a big reputation in JDM car culture. But for a lot of people that haven't actually experienced the SR20 or, an S15 in its stock form in real life or anything like that, you might be under the impression that this is a fast car, that it's fast or it's quick, you're going to be beating all your friends and things like that. But unfortunately, guys, I have to burst that bubble for you. The SR20 DET and the S15 Silvia in its stock form is absolutely slow. It is not a fast car whatsoever. So if you're going to be buying an S15 that's stock or relatively stock, please keep in mind that it is not fast, it's not quick. But I guess it also depends on what car you're coming from as well. Like me, I came from Hondas before, so jumping into an S15, it definitely was a power increase, but it's nothing insane, nothing stupid. And if you're coming from having driven other cars that have a bit more power and things like that, you might actually be disappointed with the stock or almost stock power of an S15. But there are a bunch of quick and easy mods that you can slap on an S15 to make them go a lot harder and sound a lot better as well, for not much time or money, and just some bolt-on mods too. And I've actually done a video showing all those mods in detail, and I'll link it up here if you want to check it out. But one of them that ties into this video is a boost controller. It's incredibly rare to buy a completely stock S15. If you're going to be buying one, it's most likely going to have some minor mods to it, and some of the most popular ones would be, an intake, an intercooler, but also a boost controller, which we have right here. We've got a Turbo Smart manual boost controller, and that actually came with the car when I bought it too. This is definitely something that you should be looking at if you're going to be buying an S15. If you're going to have a look at one, check and see if it has a boost controller, and see if you can check what boost the car is running as well. And why this is important is because from the factory, the S15 I think runs around 7 PSI, right? And if you have an S15 that is untuned and doesn't have the right supporting mod, and previous owners turned up the boost to a stupid amount like 16, 17, 18 PSI, something like that, without the right supporting mods and without a tune, that's definitely not good for the engine at all. And you're running the risk of, the engine blowing or other things being damaged, the turbo blowing. And there's a whole bunch of other things that could go wrong if, the previous owner's been running an unsafe boost setting without the right mods. And if that is the case, you might be buying an S15 that is running way too much boost for what it should be, and would be at risk, blowing the motor or doing some other bad damage. And just to let you know from my experience, if you have a stock intercooler, it's recommended to go up to about 10 PSI to 12 max. Like 12 is pushing it without an intercooler, but technically you can do it. But once you do have a full front mount intercooler setup, you can go up to around 15 PSI safely, and that's without a tune as well. And yeah, my car hasn't been tuned, and I've been running it on 14, 15 PSI, with the front mount intercooler setup. So yeah, guys, if you're buying an S15, make sure it's running a safe amount of boost for the setup that it has. Guys, I was just filming the next clip. ThatCarLife support was in IKEA, and she got us IKEA hot dogs. Insane. This is why you're ThatCarLife support.
Gotta support your tummy.
Yeah, that's hectic. So from what I've noticed even making this video, I think this whole area of the car is definitely an important place to look at while you're buying an S15 and before you buy it, because obviously we've talked about stuff right here, but the next point that I want to show you guys is right here at the strut tower. So the S15 has a common place for rust, and that is, right here at the strut tower, which my car's been a victim of as well. And yeah, this has been like this since I bought it, and yeah, it's a very common spot for them to rust all along here or here as well. The good thing about it rusting at the top here is that it's pretty easy to spot. It's not like it's tucked away or hidden away or anything like that. At the same time, my mate Mems, that you guys know on the channel, Tuners Evolution, they've recently been doing a lot of body work on customer cars at their shop at Tuners Evolution, and they have had an S15 recently where they actually had some rust, I think, down below underneath as well, and it was pretty bad. And it's in a place that is honestly really hard to find and really hard to look at. It definitely wouldn't be easy to find that kind of rust. So yeah, this whole passenger side strut tower area, it is a common place to rust, obviously, as I said, up here. But yeah, there might be some places it might be really hard to see, and you might actually buy the car without knowing it has a crazy amount of rust hidden away. But yeah, I actually want to give Mems a FaceTime call and get him on the video to show you guys as well, I guess, where exactly that one rusted, and show us, I guess, where we should be looking when you're buying an S15. And far out, I want to check mine as well to make sure that it's not rusting in that spot either. I just called Mems.
Hey man, how's it going?
Mems, I want your professional experience with rust on an S15.
Yeah, so your area, there's water built up every time people wash their cars. Water always builds up there. That's why it tends to rust, that piece. Recently, I actually changed one of those pieces, made a whole new brand bracket.
Yeah.
So that piece is being cut out and I've done it properly. The lower strut towers were near the chassis rails. They tend to rust over there as well. And inside, you'll see a little square box where your wiper motor is. So if you look inside, the square box over there, it tends to rust there as well.
Obviously the front strut tower, as we showed, but also right underneath there. So under the wiper motor and then towards the chassis rails near the engine mount. That's a common spot.
The boot as well, near the wiper motor for the Jap car, for the JDM imports. They tend to rust there as well.
People do buy an S15 and it does have a bit of rust, and you might have found rust or anything that you've missed. You can take it to Tuner's Evolution.
This is the panel I'm talking about. This panel in there. See that one right?
Oh yeah, okay.
This panel right here. That tends to look. Even this car's got it as well.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so the same spot as mine.
This piece, we changed.
Yeah.
And yeah, over here, it's right here. You'll see it. It tends to rust over here. We do resprays, engine bay resprays, underbody. We do everything, man. We're literally a one-stop shop.
So guys, I just want to give a massive shout out to Mems for helping me out with that, and just giving you guys some more insight as to the common spots for rust on an S15. And if you guys want to check out Tuner's Evolution, everything will be linked down below in the description, and you can hit them up for a quote at their website. It'll be down there too. Yeah, they do a bunch of awesome work, and these cars are their bread and butter. Oh yeah, and another really quick one to tell you guys about is the S15's SR20 have a VCT in their SR20. I think it's variable cam timing. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments, but a common thing with S15s is the VCT rattles really loud, and it almost sounds like the engine's knocking, and it does it especially on the cold start. I think when the engine's warm, it tends to go away. It can scare a lot of people if you're buying an S15. Let's say you're gonna look at one, it might have a bad VCT rattle, and you might start the car and it might be knocking like crazy. And I'll try and put a video in here so you can see what it sounds like. But you might actually be hearing that and think, oh my God, the engine's gonna blow up, it's knocking. But in reality, you would just need to change the VCT, which, don't get me wrong, it's still an expensive job, but it's a whole lot cheaper than, replacing a motor, which you might be thinking that is the issue instead. It's just a quick thing, but I wanted to add that in there too for you guys. And I think the last thing to tell you guys about is one of the most common places that S15 SR20s leak oil, and that's from the front timing cover right here. And my S15 has been leaking from the front timing cover for absolutely years. And I don't know if you can see, but the whole front of the block is just kind of covered in oil there, and yeah, it's been leaking there for a very long time. And a lot of people have this. Vast majority of S15s leak from the front timing cover, and a lot of people just maintain it, clean it, wipe it, top up the oil until it gets really bad. And the reason why that happens is because to change the front timing cover, you literally have to pull apart all of this out from the front of the motor, pull off all the belts, everything like that. It's a very big job, a very expensive job, and that's why a lot of people take their time fixing it. And yeah, I'm in the same boat with that too. So it is something I wanted to tell you guys about. Yeah, when you're looking at the SR20, check the front. If it's got a whole bunch of oil at the front here, then yeah, your timing cover is most likely leaking, and it's a very expensive job, thousands of dollars. And if that is leaking on the one you're looking at, maybe you can use that to negotiate and yeah, help get the price down a bit. I say this in all my videos, guys, but I highly recommend getting a mobile car inspector or a mechanic to look at the car before you buy it. And this is any car whatsoever, but especially if you're buying an S15, they'll give you a full report, let you know every single issue that's wrong with it. It is a bit expensive, it's a few $100s, but it saves you from losing thousands. And I got 3 S15s inspected before this, and it saved me a lot of money, not buying the wrong ones. But if you are going to be looking at one yourself, the things I've talked about today are definitely some important things that you should be looking at. But yeah, some of these things with the S15, they haven't really been spoken about too much, so that's why I really hope this video will help, raise awareness for those issues, and make sure that you're not buying a lemon and you know exactly what you're getting into as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. It does us an absolute solid, and we're on that grind to hit 10K subs by the end of the year, and we're getting close, and I know we can make it happen. At the same time, if you want to support the channel, you can also do that by heading to ThatCarLife.com.au. We have custom car apparel. We can put your own car on a shirt or hoodie, or you can also cop, we've got the Triple S Sexy tee for the Pulsar, and we also have the Nissan Legends tee, which, as you can see, this is the design on the shirt behind me. And so we've got limited stock of these shirts, and once these are sold out, they're not going to be restocked. So yeah, if you guys want a limited edition Nissan Legends shirt, link will be down below. So I'll leave the video there, guys. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that for more, and I'll see you in the next one on That Car Life.